Hello everyone, it's Laura. So today I'm going to share with you the update for my Partners in Cream project pan. This project was started by Steph Lyons and DaLin. For this project, we're working on cream or liquid products, and you can choose between 3 and 6 items. For me, I chose to work on 5 items. So, not gonna lie, this update is a little pitiful. To be honest, I haven't really been wearing makeup this past month, which is very unusual for me. I usually wear makeup every single day, but this July has been very hot and very humid where I live. So I live in Japan, and usually August is super hot and humid, so that's pretty usual, but July is not usually that humid. Like, still very hot, but not so humid, so usually it's okay, but it was so hot and humid, and even having the AC on and the fan blasting, I'm still drenched in sweat. And this room that I'm in, this is like my office, this is where I work, so I'm an ESL teacher, and I work online, and then being in this room with no AC and then having the computer on, it was just way too much. I wound up buying this little dehumidifier, and it actually does work. So at least I was able to cut down on the humidity a little bit. If any of you had watched the Olympics, those poor athletes, I felt so bad for them. They not only had to wait an extra year to go to the Olympics, but also they had to have this unusually crappy weather for July. So yeah, you could just tell they were suffering, especially those people running, doing track and field. Last night we did have a tropical storm, so the humidity did drop a little bit. So I have this thermometer in my room, so right now it's 30 degrees Celsius and the humidity is 66%, which is actually not that bad considering usually in this room it gets up to about 34 or 35 degrees with about 80% humidity. So today I was able to put makeup on without it completely just melting off my face. Like, I tried wearing makeup and then it's just like sweat was getting in my eyes and I'm just constantly wiping sweat off my face. So yeah, I wasn't really able to wear makeup, which made me really sad because I love putting on makeup every day. It's something that really brings me joy. So for me, makeup is not like a self-esteem thing. Like, I can leave the house without makeup on. I honestly don't think I look that much different with or without makeup, just maybe less tired. I just really like the process of putting it on. I like, you know, cute packaging, pretty colors. It just really brings me joy. So for me, it's just more about the process, having time for myself, you know, something that's mine, kind of hobby, I guess you could say. So anyway, enough with the huge tangent and the excuses. Let me show you my progress. So there actually was one thing I did make decent progress on, and that is this concealer from Vizy. So I will show you what it looked like last time. And this is what it's looking like now. It is almost done. Every time I did wear makeup, I used this concealer. I'd like to think I would have it done by next check-in, but like I said, August gets pretty hot and humid here, so I'm not really sure how much I'm going to be wearing makeup in the next few weeks, so we'll see. The next thing I used pretty consistently was my eye cream. So I think last time there was an air bubble and I couldn't really tell where it was. And there's still an air bubble in here, so I still can't really tell where it is. So, still going along with that. I actually used this eyeshadow from my Too Faced palette, the Razzle Dazzleberry eyeshadow palette. I was working on the shade Razzle, I believe it is. And this is what it's looking like this time. I did use it 8 times. And yeah, you can see there's a dip going. I really like this shade. I think it's very pretty. I'm a big fan of pinks and rosy colors. I think they suit my coloring and my eye color very well. It's also my favorite color. Actually, the color at my wedding was dusty pink. So my goal for this is to hit pan, so we'll see how long that goes. I was working on this face primer from Can Make, the Poreless Airy Base. I only used this about 3 times, so it's really not going to look any different. You can maybe see some like stippling marks in there from my brush, but really not looking any different from the last check-in. And the last thing is this foundation stick from Wet n Wild, which I didn't use at all. This is where it is. It doesn't look like there's a lot left, but this will, I think, last a decent amount of time. I just haven't really been feeling a foundation stick in the summer because it's hot, and I'm also already using a stick concealer in this project, and I'm not a huge fan of them together, so I've been using a different foundation. But once this concealer is done, I'm going to make a really big effort to work on this one. But anyway, that's everything. I'll see you next time. Bye!